Hey, welcome back to Fasto TV. This is where we talk about the reality, what happens in the high-risk payment industry. And today, we're going to break down the wall of the onboarding part of the high-risk industries in the payment processing space. For that, we have two people in here, very special. We have
That's what my mama says.
our sales agent, Annabel, and our CEO, Dennis. I am Jerry. I am sales manager of the company. First, we need to start with a very short, very easy question, very easy key part of this. Why everything in the high-risk industry is always associated, especially in the onboarding part, with slow? Annabel.
The easiest answer is that nobody ever has everything actually complied. Like when it comes to the acquirers, they all have their own rules. Visa and MasterCard have their rules. Countries have their regulations, laws. So when it comes to high-risk merchants, they are never fully compliant to the rules, ever. Whatever they do, however perfect they want to be, they're never perfect. Not in the beginning, at least.
Inexperience.
Exactly.
Both merchants and risk.
Yep.
Risk don't know what they're doing, sadly.
I think the acquiring
There's a
banks,
few where you can say these guys know what they're doing, but majority are probably without experience and without knowledge and without understanding what is these businesses because they've probably never been self-employed before.
this is a major issue because I think most of the acquiring banks, they are hiring anyone with an AML.
I think it's because you can't just say, I want experienced.
There are
Where are you
no-
going to find it? It's like us. How are we going to find somebody with experience within our industry? Because there are experience in sales, of course. But is this the same? No. Will they perform the same? No.
No.
Like knowing this business, as we all know, takes at least 6 months just to learn. And then you can start,
Yeah.
kayaking a little bit about yourself.
And a lot of people, I think, when they start those businesses, they come from low risk. So
Yeah,
they
yeah,
have
yeah. Stripe.
they have this misconception,
PayPal.
yes,
Bullshit like that, where
about
it's easy.
being fast onboarded, that you just have to give them your basic information and then you get onboarded. And that's where the miscommunication and the slowness comes from, because they don't have all the documents ready to be
I
compliant.
would say that it can also be this. There are shady players in the game.
Oh, for
I
sure.
won't mention any names, but people who's been around knows them, and they don't ask that. They don't ask that. They don't ask the same stuff. Somehow they keep avoiding the visa rules or just general, like proper.
Visa rules are like some countries' laws.
Yes.
They are open to interpretation.
I don't think
it's
they
weird.
are, but
it
yes.
shouldn't be like that because rules are rules, and it's like Moses. Shit, you shall not kill. You shall not kill. That's easy. But in the same acquiring bank, you can find 2 risk officers, and one approves a merchant, and the other one takes the same merchant and reject it. Yeah, declines
But
it.
I think also that's again inexperience. It can also be because there are the internal policies, which I'm guessing is also up for interpretation. So some people think, I approve this. This could be good for us. This is a good merchant. Let's give it a chance. And that's why I always mentioned and asked in the past is like, before you say no, is the red flags, if there is any, are they big enough to not give them a chance? If you can give them a chance, make it in a certain way where, okay, it will be a little more expensive for the merchant. You make a little extra, but at least you give them a fucking chance to prove themselves.
Or ask for a deposit.
Yeah,
Like literally
I
just
think the
ask
deposit
for-
is hard because not everybody can afford it and not everybody is willing to do it. But I would say do bigger rolling reserve, do higher percentage, do slower payments, anything, like anything. You have the chance to do everything you want. You're in charge. You're the one, I get it, you're the one with the risk because you have the license. But ultimately, make it in a way like Stripe. Give them a chance first. If they're shit, throw them out.
I had an experience once that was very, very weird because I submit a merchant to an acquiring bank and he got declined because his activity was forbidden in the country that he was.
You have something in your beard that keeps glistening at me. Upper beard.
It's a gray hair.
It's grey.
It's
Getting old.
I'm getting
It's
old.
bling, bro.
It's his birthday.
I think it's
tomorrow.
nice
He's getting
though.
old.
When the light hits it, it's like,
Actually,
ooh la la, mon ami.
I have I gotta go to the barber shop today, but I thought it was gonna be before recording the episode. Sadly, it's after.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I had this merchant that I submitted to an acquiring bank and got declined because the activity was forbidden in the country, according to the acquirer. Then it's weird because we have a few merchants doing the same activity in the same country, so I know it's not forbidden. So I submitted to another bank, another acquiring bank, that weirdly they submitted to the same bank
And got it approved.
And got it approved.
I told you this.
Because it was just a different risk
I don't think it's
manager.
only that. It also
It's
is.
internal policies.
It's also the portfolio, as we discussed before. If the bigger you are, the easier it is to get it approved certain places.
Yep. But it's always like
Because if you can also tell them, hey, I got some low risk, I promise you, high risk will be more welcome, and it's anywhere. You come in with a massive portfolio, or not necessarily massive, maybe a little bit, but let's say you come in with a pretty decent sized low risk portfolio, you can get anything approved.
Sometimes applications get stuck. They are not moving forward. The onboarding gets totally stuck. Why? This normally happens.
Well, Wirecard went bankrupt. I think that helped.
I think that people have an issue with complying and they don't understand all the reasons why they have to comply to certain rules. And that's
I
why,
would say some rules also,
yes, they are very frigid.
they should be a little more flexible, yeah.
Yes, but there are also rules that are there for a reason and you have to comply to them.
Of course.
And I think it really ties up with the same thing as why is it slow is because people just sadly,
Doesn't understand.
yes, they don't
It's
understand.
hard to really baby feed them the information. Even if you do, they might not like it.
No, but it's the same thing. Like yesterday, it was just yesterday when I had a talk with somebody.
Yesterday.
Yeah, I had a talk with somebody who just couldn't understand why does he have to comply with the rules instead of the acquiring bank just finding out the information. Like, that's not how this works. It's your company. You have to be responsible that you're compliant.
Of course.
So if the
Like if I go into the bank and say, hey, I'm worth 100 million. They
Yeah.
give me a
And
loan based on my word.
you find the proof.
Hey,
I'm not
yeah,
giving you
yeah,
any.
go find and see. Find and seek.
And I think it's
Whoever wins gets
yeah.
an Easter egg.
And usually, actually, it's the most basic documents that get stuck, like proof of address, for example.
Bank statement sometimes.
Bank
They can't even
statements.
figure out how to get a proper bank statement, which
Yes.
is surprising.
Yeah.
You look at it almost on the daily in some fashion.
What really fucked me up in the applications is when the bank, the acquire bank, ask, hey, ask this guy to change something in this area of the website and make it more complicated for this reason or that reason. For example, you have a very simple KYC process. The bank comes back and says, "This is so simple. It can be tricked. The process is not 100% safe. So please ask the merchant to change that." To make it better, to make it stronger, then the merchant can take 3-4 months in development.
Oh, with fucking AI these days, you shouldn't even take you 30 minutes.
And not everybody knows about AI. AI is something very new.
I have right now.
New?
Yeah, the trend is.
I would say if you're in any way a respectable fucking business owner, you should know AI exists.
Yeah.
You're a freaking retard if you don't get it.
But a lot of people don't use it because of like principles.
What principles? You want to be left behind?
No, but
Like in school?
AI is also a major
That's not like a
burner of
kid
resources.
that won't never fucking graduate. They will fucking stay in 7th grade because they're retards.
But the website compliance, I have somebody right now who has added the card scheme logos on their website for the last month. Card scheme logos. I could do it. And I haven't been like
Sometimes I
doing coding
really
for
wish we just give us access. Like if it's something simple like
I
that.
have
I'll
access.
change your fucking policies.
That's-
Me and ChatGPT can do it in 10 minutes and we'll be done.
That's the funny part. He
Fuck
gave
that.
me backend access to the website, and I can't do anything about it because I'm not allowed to go inside it. Because if something goes wrong,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
liable
Yeah.
for that.
yeah, exactly. So, yeah, but it's just
You
funny.
didn't sign any terms of conditions, but at the end of the day, of course, I get it.
I think that
if we break the
people-
website, I would say that it's very hard to break a fucking website, though.
Oh,
Go
I
to
could
the
probably.
footer and then add a fucking code. If it breaks the fucking website, well, you're not live anyways. So at the end of the day, what are you breaking? You know what the code is.
Yeah, you never know if they have proper backups or not. I mean, merchants are unpredictable.
But that's another thing.
All people are.
I would say that if you're again, you have to, especially at the scale some of these people want to be at. You should know these
Just
things.
imagine the merchant is a guy that is making one of those, not making, following one of those YouTube tutorials of
Oh my
how to
God.
create my website.
There are people like that.
Of course, there are a lot. They don't have backups. They know nothing about a backup.
Yeah, but it's like they don't have the sense of urgency. They're like, how fast can you get me onboarded? And then the next thing you know is you're pushing them every single day to change the simplest thing possible. So which one is it? Do you want to get onboarded fast, or do you just want to drag your feet and make sure that it's a painful experience for every single part of this? Like,
The other problem I have noticed is why do banks treat entire verticals
Acquiring
as was
banks.
acquiring banks? Yeah.
hiring.
Treat entire verticals as one block instead of individual businesses. For example,
MCC codes.
Yes.
no,
Simple question.
but for
Yeah.
example, you see a vertical content creator, adult platforms,
Yep.
with AI. So, some banks, they just see AI next to it and they say no immediately. But
Well,
some of
MCC
them are
codes is
very
also up
legit.
for interpretation as always. It's like CBD. Some people put it as supermarket.
Yes, or when you're selling anything that is related to cigarettes, even if you don't actually sell nicotine or tobacco or anything, it still goes under tobacco.
I think we're.
Dating could also be misconstrued as adult, even though it has no
It
adult
isn't.
component.
Yep.
I understand the part of the MCC code, but I think we're misunderstanding something.
What are we misunderstanding?
Two
Teach us, Yoda.
businesses, 10 businesses.
These are the words you're looking for.
10 businesses, they are all doing the same exact. They work in the same exact industry. They are all doing the same exact thing. So all of them have the same MCC. Okay.
Then it can-
Why,
recurring.
if it's legal, for example, recurring, if it's legal, and I have no chargebacks, why should I be declined just because the other 9 are doing something illegal or they have a lot of chargebacks?
Can also be.
Risk appetite
Yeah,
for the acquirer.
but let's say it's the same acquire, the same project. There's not the same owners, which means somebody can open a company in the UK but not live there, for example. That makes it complicated because it's not part of the EU anymore. So if they're EU licensed, it needs to move to another place because you need to have the UK FCA license. Then it can be recurring, like I said, because not every dating sites have recurring. They have single. So that's part of it. Then there can be other different red flags because the owner will
sizes.
never be the same. Yeah, precisely. Because the owner will never be the
Yeah,
same.
but why my business gotta be declined if I have no chargebacks and I have very clean
Well,
traffic?
chargebacks is not the
Just because of my business industry.
chargeback is not the defining factor if they're high risk or not.
What if your subscription period is 1 year, for example?
Ooh, that one is tough.
Or what if you offer trial? Or what if you have very big or very small transactions?
You gotta tell me why. Why? I don't know. OnlyFans is processing and I am not processing.
So OnlyFans,
Well, OnlyFans has 1 billion in volume, and that
Yeah.
makes them low risk just by that definition. Everybody wants them, everybody needs them. And not only that, even if they make limited money, their portfolio alone
I can
will
be-
make their offer rewards with Visa and MasterCard.
I have less chargebacks than OnlyFans.
yeah, but there's a
Doesn't
very
matter. Doesn't
I
matter.
can be the next OnlyFans.
You have less chargebacks than Amazon. Amazon is still going to pull you around the ring because they have
because they have a
billions
name,
in
they have
volume.
reputation.
They have volume. Sheer volume will fuck. I remember. You remember the merchant back in the day that had. It was like 50% of fucked it. I don't care. Secure Trading's portfolio. That merchant that was doing shady shit. They kept it only because it was such a big part of their portfolio. They had to. If they kicked it out, they were going.
And then why I cannot find processing, and my neighbor Jimmy from Ibiza, he got it.
Because he probably went to the shady ones.
Yes.
Shady, or
Yeah.
it could also be the right source.
So you're telling me that the system is encouraging people to go to shady solutions?
No.
I'm saying the system is broken.
Yes. What I always tell
It's always been broken.
every single merchant I talk to, the first thing that I tell them is that this has nothing to do with us or our acquirers. But if you get a deal that's too good to be true, then it is too good to be true. If somebody's giving high-risk business a low-risk pricing, for example,
At least for starters.
that's a red flag.
Because you can see the Verotel and CC Bill, they don't come out with those prices.
No, they give like 17, 19%.
They mark them up because they will take almost
Yes.
anything in adult, and they will also make you pay for it.
Except AI.
What are the most common red flags on merchants onboarding that you
Which merchant?
any
No. But that's the thing.
the most common
It
red
depends.
flags?
It depends on an industry.
For me,
Photoshop documents.
For me is when when a merchant comes and tells me, "Hey, I am low risk. I just sell pornography to."
No, this is all about your accent right now.
Yes. that's also the red flag. But when a merchant comes and says that he's low risk, that he has no chargebacks and his traffic is clean, even that he is in the adult industry, that's not low risk, no matter what.
No.
For me, that's a red flag.
My first red flag is always when people are like, "Oh, I'm living in Gibraltar and my company is in UK
Indonesia.
and our traffic is Indian." Like that's like automatically you're doing
know,
something.
okay.
Or I'm European, I have a US company, but I only want to sell in Europe.
Yes, or Australia.
Not only is it a red flag, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Because the approval rates will be
But
shit.
do you know that I
Cross-border is always
understand
hard.
those? Do you know I understand why they
Of
do
course
that?
you do.
I know
Because
this.
you're shady, bro.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. It is
Gray
that
area.
I don't know.
Gray hair,
I
gray
see
area.
a lot of these
Gray hat.
pseudo
Great butt
influencers.
cheeks.
These pseudo influencers on YouTube,
God.
and all of them tell you, "Oh, you need to pay less taxes, so you get a company in Delaware, and then you get an account with a Stripe, and then you sell to Europe, and then you're a millionaire, and you pay zero taxes because Delaware is blah blah blah." So a lot of people, they just see that, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna try."
It's like a lot of people open UK companies thinking it's better. Not only is it more complicated, but it's not even taxable.
It complicates everything
Yeah,
right
but
now.
even the tax is not lower. So there's no benefit or upside to doing UK if you're not in the UK.
Also, a huge red flag always is
Address.
address is first thing. Yeah, when you have a virtual
bullshit.
address,
Yeah.
like
I want to do 1 million a month, but I have a virtual
Yeah,
address.
the Sheldon 75 Street, the Sheldon Street 75, automatically when you have that one, I know you're gonna be doing something weird. But the
71 to 75, right?
Yeah. But the other thing is the amount of transactions. So if you're a storefront, for example, and your amount of transactions is like €5 transactions, and then you have like 50,000 of
I would
them.
say that it's less about the transactions. It's more about the transaction volume. So
Both,
if it's 2.9 or 5.9 or
Let's say-
and you see a lot of them, and you have
Yeah.
and you look at the website and like that makes no sense. How do you have so many like fixed pricing?
I had a guy who was selling earphones, and I went over his website, everything. Like the website looked amazing, like actually beautiful website, which is also a very, very, very
Uncommon thing.
uncommon thing. Yeah, but. I checked out his prices, and all his prices were like starting from like €75
You know why am I laughing?
to 75, from €75 to like €150, right? And when I was talking to the guy, he said like, "Oh, our like average transaction is €30." I'm like, "Okay, how many transactions do you have?" "Oh, we have about like 5,000 transactions per month." I'm like, "What are you really doing? There is no
Or
way in hell."
Counter
The
strikes.
crypto one we had here.
Yes, also.
That wanted what was it? under 10 euros
Yes.
for buying crypto?
€7.
That doesn't make sense.
I got them
That
approved.
doesn't make sense.
Like, we actually got them approved.
Yes.
Yeah, but at a higher minimum. But that makes no sense.
40,
Who the fuck buys
25.
crypto for
We
10
actually got
euros?
them really, really good minimum transaction.
10 euro crypto? What are you going to do with that? I'm sorry, but it's
Well,
pointless.
There are cryptos
pointless.
that are worth just cents.
Yes, but would you buy them in
yes.
cents?
But,
Would you put in
are you
20
gonna-
cents
are
and
you gonna
buy
invest,
one?
like-
I'm gonna buy Dogecoin.
Well, I had like the last €7. I'm gonna put it in crypto.
Yeah, but like that makes no sense. If you buy crypto, in my opinion, you should take the disposable income you have that you can afford to lose, put it all
So-
in. You
Yeah.
don't buy 10 euros.
I
That's
checked the
useless.
processing history. The guy comes with a Counter-Strike skins website, and you check the processing history, and you see the same card made in the same day, 11 payments of $25. That's a casino. I'm sorry.
That's what the head.
I know it's a casino. You're hiding something.
That's what the headphones guy was doing as well, for sure. There's no
Anyway,
way in
shouldn't
hell.
it be me asking the questions? You guys are in sales. I'm not doing sales anymore.
You are the CEO.
Yeah.
You need to show your
Jerry
knowledge.
just likes to hear his own voice.
Yeah.
You have a pretty voice, don't worry.
Okay. What is the most common thing you are waiting on during onboarding? What usually people takes the longest to comply with?
3 things. First is bank statements. Always. Is it personal?
Oh, yeah, because they
personal
can't find it
company?
or...
In my
And-
case, it's not that they cannot find them. It is that I don't want to share sensitive information.
Well,
Dude, that shit fucks me up.
One thing is that, but
I get it though, but they can remove all the
But bank
names.
statements have very specific rules. So you need to have the company name obviously there. You have to have the bank's address there. You have to
course.
have your own address there. So it's not just like giving me
I
a
do
random
understand
statement.
it though. It proves that first of all you have a bank account and it's verified, but also it is to see if they have processing history saying no to that, and then in it you show that you've been receiving money from, let's say, Stripe or whatever. Then you're lying. Also, I get that.
The next thing that always gets stuck for some reason is proof of address. People
Oh my
have
god,
people like
That's
that
always-
shit is
Even
so.
when-
Always a problem.
even when I like give
We should
specific.
make like a really
No, it doesn't matter.
thorough fucking tutorial. This is how
Doesn't
you
matter.
fucking get it.
We tell them last 3 months, like minimum. Then we tell them exactly what type of utility bill it has to be. And you know what they do? They will send me like a mobile bill that was 6 months ago.
Yes,
Like, what am I
in that
supposed to do
case,
with that?
in certain case, I understand the problem with the proof of address. And
I
the-
have
the-
problems
the-
with it outside of a bank statement because
the
I don't
main-
pay my utilities.
not even all banks.
precisely,
And
I
that's-
only have internet.
Nowadays,
so internet or telephone. That's what I can
nowadays,
give.
Who pays the utilities? But it's just a few people.
But-
in my house, it's me. But
What if you live at home,
They-
like
they-
Kevin? If you live
Yeah,
at home,
you live
how are you
with
going
your
to prove
parents.
anything? Even the rental agreement, if you're renting, you can't.
doesn't work
No,
as
there's
a
nothing.
proof of
Yeah, but
address.
most European, at least European
You should have
countries.
something for tax office.
Not only
It's older
tax
than
office.
6 months sometimes.
But not only tax office, but we usually have actual registers where it's
yeah,
said where you have,
But
and those one go under proof of
But
address.
let's say, hey, I'm in Indonesia right now because I live in Bali. I am.
Well,
What is his name?
you can't compare it to here because here it's digital.
Everything is digital.
But let's say it's a slower country, then
I'm
yeah.
a digital nomad.
Spain. Spain wouldn't be easy.
Spain, you're fucked.
You're fucked.
Yeah, 80% of the young people they live. Yeah,
Chong. Chong,
They
chong, chong.
live-
Yeah, exactly.
They live
Talking about
in share
Spain
flats.
Ching chong.
In share flats, and nobody has the utility bill under their name. The owner of the flat has it.
Yeah.
In my case, I have a couple of
But bank
utilities under
statement
my
usually
name.
works.
Bank statement, unless, and that's a big if. There's a lot of acquirers who don't accept bank statements when they come from online banks, like Revolut, for example.
And most of the young people has bank accounts in
But
Revolut.
before we had
Nice.
Annabel, it was impossible even to get Revolut approved. I remember that. Even Worldline didn't accept Revolut. You remember, if you had it as a business, you couldn't get your money there. Even we struggled for almost a year to get our money from them,
But I think that
just because they
Revolut is
couldn't pay
getting-
to Revolut.
Yes.
I'm like, how?
But I think
does that-
Revolut is getting like more.
It's
traction and
renowned
it's-
now.
Oh,
It's massive. It's the
Revolut-
biggest
Online.
startup in Europe.
Yeah, Revolut
Works.
just got a license in Spain. Now they are giving
Loans.
Spain
they're still
loans
Yeah.
and Spanish IBANs.
But
What's the third?
the third thing that, and I think that that's the biggest issue, is website compliance.
I was about to say that. Yeah, that's mine.
So when
too.
it comes to terms
Getting
and
them to
conditions,
understand that also separate if it's recurring.
Yes.
Put it as a separate
Yes.
policy. If
And
it's called DMCA, the Online Safety
18
Act.
plus, age verification, content policies.
Why do I have to verify? Well, because you're selling adult content, dumbass.
And not only, but there's the small things like cookie policies, for example. People have like no concept
Privacy.
of how privacy
policy.
Yeah,
privacy
that
cookie
shit also.
policies.
Terms and conditions.
Terms and conditions.
I don't understand. Also, adding your company name in the
Refund.
terms and conditions, sometimes people don't do.
Yeah, and not only name but also address, company number. You have to have that
Getting them to
information up.
understand that they need a phone number just for their own sake to
Yes.
stop chargebacks. Don't understand that either.
And people just, I think that, and also I get it. A lot of people have no experience when it comes to
Oh no! I get it.
websites, none. And if you don't
I
have
think
any,
it's common. You go to a website, you see all the policies in the photo.
yes, but if you, but people don't. Yeah, but you think like that because you have the experience. But most people outsource the development.
I'm so happy I have AI. Oh my god, doing policies sucks.
Yeah, but most people outsource the
Development.
website development, which means that they, like the owners of the companies, know nothing about the actual website, and then they tell us like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do that," and then their developer says, "Oh no, we can't do that. Why do we have to
That's
do
also a
that?"
flaw in the way you do business.
Of course it is.
You should be close to your project.
Of course.
How do you do, Annabel, to shift the mindset of the merchant from why do I need to do this to okay, let's fucking go?
Yeah, Annabel, tell us.
It's
What do you do?
it depends on what kind of person it is. To be like completely fair.
Yeah, there's no one way for all.
There are people who need the tough love, who
If
need.
it's Polish?
Oh shit.
I don't want to talk about that, but
Kurwa.
it depends on the kind of people because some people need the tough love. Some people need that like, come on, do it like now. But some people need the slow coaxing, like, hey, how are you? Like you have to be very polite, and it all comes down to the type of person I'm talking to. For example, we have this guy that we all know. I'm not gonna name.
Is he Polish?
No.
It rhymes with Snandy.
Yeah, exactly. And
Mr. Candy.
chasing that guy is like
Django.
Good old Bandy.
no. It's like
I know.
it's like chasing fireflies. It's impossible to get.
You can have.
Do you know that
you could have
would
honey
probably
on.
watch this?
Yeah,
Could have honey on your veggie and he still wouldn't be rushing.
exactly. And not only him, but we have a merchant who we have been trying to get approved for 3 years now. 3. I'm actually we're in the last final steps, last things.
It's so stupid
Everything
how
is
people
done.
drag their feet when they're close.
Everything
me,
is
that's
done.
I
a
understand
red
it.
flag.
Yes, it is. Because there's something else.
No, it's because they don't give a shit.
That means they probably never
Yes,
would.
but I'm not.
reach it.
But I'm not going to give up now. We have been working on this application for so long.
Because just in case.
Yes.
There's a chance that
And
if he
they have
does it,
They have a very good website. I like their website. And the agreements are better now than they were 2 years ago.
oh, I have one that's been for a year approved and
Doing
fuck
that.
all. Yeah, fuck all.
And again, we're not naming. No, but I think that it comes down, like, it's the same like with waitressing. You have to know what type of service to
Yeah.
So if you want that really strict, very straightforward, or you want the babying. I'm not very good at
Someone needs
babying.
the SM and somebody needs the
Exactly.
cuddling. Oh, you're so pretty.
Yeah, but also lately there have been some amazing merchants who are like, okay, just tell me, what I need to do, and when I give them the feedback from the acquirer, half an hour, and they're like, oh, see, proof is here, everything is done. If every merchant was like that,
Shit would be easy.
I swear to God, we would be sipping margaritas
why
right now,
the new
somewhere
system-
in very warm place.
The new system we're building will help because
Yeah.
there will be less human touch. And then it's easier because there's nobody to, like the AI will
Help.
go at your tempo and there will be no tough love, but it is what it is. What about you?
I don't know. Depends on the person. You gotta, as a salesperson, you gotta understand more or less how they think, how they act.
I had this lesson of things called DISC, which basically teaches you the different types of people and how to approach them, how to talk to them, how to make them feel comfortable, so on, so on, so on.
Jerry needs that book.
That was meant more for getting good tips, but it works perfectly in sales in a way that
Now it's good commissions.
Yeah, exactly. And I would take the commissions over tips any
Oh
day.
shit! Yeah, because it's recurring.
Absolutely.
The tips you have to work for every time.
Yeah. Well, I'm still working for the new ones as well.
She's
but-
still waiting for the tips from the last place.
Yeah. But I don't think it has anything to do with them being customers. It has everything to do with them being humans, and humans are different. Humans require different approaches.
Humans are flawed. That's it.
Absolutely.
Incomplete.
Absolutely.
So nobody's the same. Like
Yep.
me and him has a lot of similarities. You and me have a lot of similarities.
Yep.
It ends with you. It's with Dick. With him, it's like I don't know. He's often depressed. I almost never get that. I think that's where. Plus, he likes really skinny bitches. I don't like that shit. I like him chunky.
Oh my god. Anyways,
Yeah.
hey,
She's
Anyways,
a junkie.
the,
She wants to go down with the other people.
Yeah, with the
Crack cocaine people.
yeah, crack pipe people.
but that's also why I think that we're a little different. Is in a way that the way we approach the merchants is different. They're not a number for us. They're not a case file for us. They're not an application for
I would
us.
say some of them fucking deserves to be
Yes, but
shelved.
I lost my shit a
Absolutely.
couple of times, you know it,
but
with some merchants.
Yeah.
for now, like the merchants that I actually talk to every single day, I know their names. I even know most of their birthdays. Because
Oh, when I asked you about Christian, you're like, who?
You know, it's because she's a woman and some of them flirt with her.
Yeah, but Christian did, and she forgot about him.
maybe that's why I forgot because
He wasn't very good at it.
no. We talked yesterday.
It doesn't happen to me.
He's dealing with.
They don't flirt with me.
He's still.
No, I would say the
They
closest.
just call me and say, Jerry, why I'm not processing, you motherfucker.
I think it would also be a little weird if they started flirting with, you know.
Yeah.
But would you like
Hey,
that?
Jerry, I have a room in my bed.
Hey, you want to keep
Any room in
processing?
my
Send me a fucking gift.
Yeah, exactly.
I have
Oh,
to-
you did it with partners.
No, but
Yeah, I did it once.
no, but you.
Twice.
But I got a gift from one of our potential merchants.
Ah, the rape whistle.
Yes, the protective keychain. It was amazing product. I still have it, but I can't use it because I'm traveling so much that if I take the pepper spray on the plane with me, I'm gonna get.
Yeah, that was sad.
Yeah.
She was nice.
Yeah.
But again, a window shopper, which a lot
Let's
of them
try.
do.
Let's try
But she got an
to.
amazing offer for low risk. So
Let's try
Yeah.
to figure out a small plan here for all the people that is watching us. My mom, my sister, my mother-in-law.
Kylene.
Yeah, the producer.
and that's it.
Now that Annabel is in, it's Sim and Mommy and Daddy.
Probably.
Nah.
And maybe sister in Denmark. So we have the
Oh, she would.
yeah.
Ah,
So
yeah.
we have an international audience now.
How to cut the onboarding time.
Be prepared.
Yes.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
Be prepared. It's that
Yeah,
simple.
but you as a sales agent,
Yep.
Yeah, but there is none. We've tried telling people. We tried building on the website. There is no way
for
to.
me, it's very simple. I just check the website, the storefront, and I know if it's going forward or not because of experience. It's easy.
I would say for you, it's not experience, it's arrogance.
Yes, but what I've been doing lately, at least with adult merchants, is instead of waiting for the acquirer to ask certain things, I ask for them instantly. So
Yeah, but that's what we
the,
talked
the
about.
content monitoring policies, the age
I do the
verifications,
same.
the PCI, for example, I know they're going to ask for it. We might as well do it now.
But isn't it like the latter part? On it's not needed for an approval. It's needed after the
Yes.
like, before you release funds.
Yeah, but it's also a very
The
psychological
problem
way.
is it's very complicated, like to do that form if you don't know it.
Yes.
like, because it makes no sense. There's like a million different questions. You only need to answer 5.
Yeah, but what I do, but also keeping the merchant busy on the process of onboarding.
Give them some toys.
Basically, it's like it's
Am
a
I a
little
clown? Am I a clown?
No, I am. But it's more about the fact that I don't want the merchant to feel like he's standing still. So I keep asking for those like small little things that I know that the acquirer is going to ask at some point anyway. So he might as well do them gradually.
But that's what I wanted to build in our system, like we talked about, sadly, some years back now, but was that we keep recording the extra things that they might ask and then rather ask for all of it. Say, this is all we need. Yes, it's a lot, but if you do this, we can almost guarantee you like this,
Yep.
the smoothest ride ever. But the problem is they never come prepared. They never come understanding, I need to do all this. Even people that got approved somewhere else will say, why do I need this?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah, but if you were approved with Stripe before, you're not going to be
Stripe that,
compliant.
yes, I get the comparison there, but some of them
PayPal.
actually went to some places that are not Stripe and then still don't understand, why do I have to do this? They didn't ask it. For example,
true.
the candy guy, he got approved with one place where they asked less questions, which is, in my opinion, is bullshit because you're undercutting the whole industry.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure in regards to the card schemes, it's not legal to do what they do. But then he comes here and like, I don't understand. Why do I have to prove where I live and all this? Why this and why that? I'm like, dude, what? Like,
You're
this
not
is like
asking
the
why.
bare minimum.
Yes. You're not going to ask why the acquirer asks for it. You're just going to do it.
You should, yes, because
that's
it's
the
the
way
same
to
thing I
move
tell him when merchants complain. Yes, I agree with them, but there's nothing we can do.
Yes.
It's not our license. We have no power over that.
What I've been doing lately is I've been using our own website in a way that, for example, when I send the pricing, right, to a merchant, when I send the pricing, I'm also going to send them a link from our website with the requirements.
I need to update the last
So
industries that I have.
whatever industry they're in, mostly it's adult in our case, I'm going to send them the link and say like, hey, read this through. If you have any questions, if there's something you're not going to comply from the get-go, please let me know.
Yeah, but actually, if you go to we control this, you could go to the adult. I already built it where it says what you need for adult.
Exactly. Requirement website.
So when you check
documents,
the adult page on
everything,
a site, you technically more or less knows what is needed.
Yeah, but
Do it
sometimes
when you sign
banks, acquiring banks, they ask for
More.
extra.
I know.
And always.
But I also
actually
say it depends on flags.
And I have a theory about it. I think that even if you give them the full package, like the fullest,
They will
no-
come with a
package,
question.
Yes, I think that
But it
they're
will
like
still make it easier because
Yes.
we worked with some where they came with 21 fucking
Oh, yeah,
feedbacks.
27.
27. And I've seen some with 15 and 12. I'm like, this is so useless
My
because-
strategy is sending the application incomplete.
because then you know what needs to be.
Yes. Because,
But you're
because if
basically
I send it complete, they will come with something really, really tough.
Yeah, but
No.
the problem with that philosophy is you're setting them up for failure.
usually
And it seems like we don't know what we're
when,
doing.
when you're giving them the full application.
But I get it. It makes more sense
But it-
because they will tell you something is wrong either
Yes.
way.
But it also comes down for
And you can be like, last time
On the acquirer.
I submitted less, and I gave you all this, and now I have all of it here, and I'm still wrong.
Yes, but now I want to know this, and that. Oh, come on.
Why is it perfect? Why is it perfect?
Jesus
I don't want it perfect. I want it incomplete.
But it depends on the acquirer.
Yes, it does. And it depends on which person. Like we had the one with
No.
the homeless guy.
Okay.
He didn't like us,
No.
and he didn't approve anything, and we wasted months and months and all the money we never made. And
that's the
also the
shittiest
thing
part.
that people don't understand.
It
We,
was before your time.
I know.
we don't make money
No.
unless you make money. So
Yes.
it's only our benefit, and this is so hard to get people to understand. I will not make anything. You're not paying me anything. How can I make money on you? I will not make money till you make money.
It's a very huge misconception from merchants as well.
Yeah,
is
they think
there's
we're
like
rich.
not only that, but they're like, why do I have to pay a setup fee? Maybe because
We don't make money. If you take
Do you
another
think that
6
I'm
months to
working for
integrate, we make nothing.
no, but do you think that I'm working for free? Like
They
I'm
do.
just like I'm not
I got
eating.
a merchant that is a startup recently, and he asked me to void the minimums per a few months,
Yeah, of course.
and I said yes.
Yes,
course.
but that's compromising.
We're not greedy. We're not putting it there
But,
to.
but the setup fee, he pays it. If he gets approved, he will pay
Yeah,
it.
but the thing is, we are not trying to pummel people with these fees that you have to pay. No, but they also have to understand if it takes them 6 months or 12 months to get started, we don't make a cent.
standing still.
And all the time we have invested for the approval part and onboarding part, and from pre-sales to post-sales, dude. Those are thousands, tens of thousands of euros that we invested in our time that we're not making. So they need to understand this is an investment for us too. We're basically part of your project at this point because we're codependent on you succeeding. There will be no reward for us till you succeed. So it's our best. That's why we try to help with, do you need SEO? Do you need anything? Because
Yep.
it's kind of like a greedy desperation because you
And
want to
pushes the
have,
hand.
you want to make something, right? There's nobody who works for fucking free. Those people are homeless. Like,
They're not working.
they call charity fucking free. No, you pay for it. But ultimately, this is the point. We don't make anything, and we're only interested in making you succeed. The better the approval rates, we want the same. There is no purpose for us to say, okay, we sit you with this acquire, you're going to have 60% approval. We're losing 40% like you are. So for us, we want 90 plus every time. It's our benefit.
But I also think that's one of the biggest reasons we go very, very case by case, in a way that unless you're doing like major volumes, if you do like normal volumes.
Then, of course, no setup fee because we will make money as soon as we start.
Yes, but if you do like normal volumes, but you're a major asshole.
Oh, we have
then
had. We have.
We have some. We're gonna have issues because then you're not gonna comply. If you're an asshole from the very, very first second, you're gonna stay that way. That's who you are. You're not gonna change it.
I wish people came in with this blind, not obedience, but like respect.
Yes.
They think we work for them. We don't work for you for shit. We're partners.
We're working with you.
Yes, we're partners.
And this is the funny part. A lot of times when you go to do merchant calls and you go to do them with somebody who's like, oh, I've been in business for like 20, 30 years, right?
And you still don't know anything.
Yeah, and then they're...
That's amazing.
No.
I know what you mean, but it's like they think they know it all.
The funniest thing is like, I've been asked, are you the only one who's joining this call?
Yeah, sexist.
Not only that,
Sexism.
but I'm also young, which also for like older...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I look young, okay.
You look like we went to Jeffrey Epstein
I
Island.
told you to tell them to fuck off if they...
Okay.
Yeah.
She looks like we went to Jeffrey Epstein
Yeah.
Island and picked her up.
The island.
I'm 28.
We picked her up.
Yeah.
No,
Now you work with us.
You're not in the files, so don't say that.
Trump.
I think that there's a lot of misconceptions, and I've had actual people who come.
There's also sexism.
Yes, there is, but it's getting better, to be honest.
There's no racism at this point.
Yeah, I'm too white for that.
Yeah, precisely.
But it's also the fact that people are like, oh, I've been doing business for like 40 years, right? You don't know what you're talking about, but you haven't done high risk. We are the experts in our field. So if you come to us with questions and you're not listening to what we say.
Yeah, why are you here?
Yes.
You come here because you
If
rely
you know
on
everything.
how we're going to help you.
If you know everything, then go do it by
Yeah,
yourself.
precisely. Find them yourself and just go. There's a bunch of lists. Google that shit and you'll find the acquires yourself.
Go to the UK one that fucks everyone over.
And I promise you, you will. Yeah, but you'll be a number. At the end of the day, you'll be a number.
Yes,
you want to feel
exactly.
special. You want to feel pretty, or you just want to be part of like.
Yeah.
You want to be on OnlyFans. Yeah, there's a million of those.
You want to be on,
But on
you wanna be a
YouTube,
case
go
number?
for it. Yeah. So.
Also, there are very small website issues that causes the major underwriting delays and rejections. For example, in my case, is
Scripter and like those
Footer.
card scheme.
no.
Also, the company name. footer and shit.
Simple things as having the company name and address in the footer.
Yeah.
Some
Massive
merchants, they
issue.
don't want to comply with that.
Massive
no,
issue.
I don't want my address and my company name there. Bro,
You have to have it on your website.
no,
on
but
terms
this
and
other
conditions.
guy doesn't have it. This other guy doesn't have it. He was approved by a different acquirer with a different regulation and different rules.
Well, same regulations, just different understanding of the.
Rules.
Yeah.
Or how strict the rules are.
No, but it is. They are stupid. There's a when in the past when I did sales, when I asked them to add a fucking phone number, they're like, no. I'm like, dude, this is your benefit. They will find you easier, less chargeback, less issues, less refund, less everything. You can explain yourself. He can explain himself.
Exactly.
The procedure is just faster.
Can you put a checkbox in the checkout page that says, I read and accept the terms and conditions? No, why I want to do that? It's complicated. People will... dude, if people cannot click the checkbox, then they are readers and they don't deserve to buy.
Yeah.
I will say that when I did trial back in the day, I pre-checked it. It just made it so much easier, pre-check it, because I know the majority
You know that if the acquire bank notice, they will just
if Visa notices,
decline.
you're
Yes.
gonna get fined.
You're gonna get fined.
Like 25K.
Yeah.
But not anymore. You're not doing it anymore.
It starts there. But they actually find the acquire now, so the acquire finds you.
Yep.
But yeah, I know. But it is easier for... You know what? It's funny. When you go to Ryanair, you click, I want to search for this ticket. It automatically, when you trigger the search bar, it checks the box for you.
Yeah. But it's Ryanair.
And Prime used to do something similar.
Yeah, but
And they got fined
Prime got
massively.
fined in Spain and the US.
I think it was EU.
But at the same, I don't think that
I think there was EU, the commission, that fined
Yeah.
them massively.
you shouldn't use any type of online service if you don't know what terms and conditions are, and if you don't.
I would say a weird
Apply
thing
to
for
them.
me is the descriptor. Why it does have
You
to be
gotta
on the
put-
payment page.
Oh, because it's very simple.
I
This
understand.
will appear in your card statement
Yes, I
as
understand. But I promise you,
this purchase.
Yeah, but
promise
most.
you, 99% won't see it, and the 1% that will see it will either understand it or be confused.
Yes.
What is this? What is a descriptor? I don't understand.
No,
What am
but
I describing?
What bank statement?
What am I describing?
Yeah, what the fuck are
I
you
always tell
confusing
the
people?
merchants to put it as a disclaimer instead of descriptor is because people won't understand.
And it should
what
be on the
What is a
checkout page.
descriptor?
And it should only be on the checkout page.
only in checkout page.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, but people are making their own lives so much harder. Just comply to the same rules, and
I would say that
everybody's happy.
there are some parts where I think yes, that makes sense because some parts will make conversions less.
But I get it. Well, like I get about
That will hurt your
merchants.
business before it
Yes.
even starts, and that I understand. There's some things where it shouldn't be, and some of them are not even Visa and Mastercard. Some of them are just acquiring, policies.
You remind me something. You made me remind something.
wanna know.
No. Yes, you want to
I
know.
want to know.
People,
Scared. No.
people that says, "Hey, I'm just selling used panties. Why cannot have Google Pay and Apple Pay?"
She's adult.
Yeah, but they complain about that.
But because the funny thing is, and
Oh, but
I
this other
actually-
company from the UK
Yeah,
it has
I know,
it.
I know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
actually had.
Aggregators, dude. They're gonna scam you. Are you kidding me?
I had a very similar story with a merchant who was selling not precisely sex toys, but like
Used
very
panties
no, not that either. But it was like
used
on
by
the board-
Japanese college girls.
It was like an on borderline adult, right? So it was meant for adults. Let's be
Yes.
honest there. And they were telling me the same thing, like, but we're not selling anything that is like actual sex toys. It's not a sex shop. I'm like, yes, but do you want to sell your products to children? No, adult.
Yeah.
It's as
Oh,
black
shit.
and white as that in that way. But yeah, people are special, and I think that you just need to.
Also, I find very unfair that, for example, you remember the girl that was selling these female self-defense products.
We just talked about yeah.
Yeah.
Of course they do.
We couldn't help her.
We could have. I actually found a solution for her. The problem was that she got a local bank to help her, and she got an amazing deal.
Amazing.
And I told her actually to take it because,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
we've said a million times, we're not trying to pull the wool over your.
No. But we
Nice.
also need to pay our bills.
No, of
Yeah,
course we
that's
do.
true.
Of course we do.
And-
But that's
We're cheaper than the.
If you ever do that again,
We're cheaper than the
no.
expensive, and
Yeah.
we're more expensive than the shitty ones. So,
But if you get a local bank-
we give service. We should be paid for service. You
Absolutely.
don't pay for nothing, right?
absolutely.
Like sometimes what you pay for is what you get, and people just need to respect that.
Yeah.
okay, just to wrap it up, if you are stuck in the onboarding loop, if you need payment processing, just come to our website. We will help you. You just need to click here, get started. Thank you for watching, and see you next month with another episode of Fasto TV.